To begin, I would like to highlight the why for my research. There are populations of students in urban schools who have emerging literacy needs that can impact their reading comprehension and vocabulary acquisition. It's crucial to note that these literacy needs persist beyond core coursework and are not confined to specific subjects. When students opt for a career, technical, or agricultural education, better known as the CTAE pathway, they are required to exhibit disciplinary literacy skills. However, if they face challenges in core coursework, these are likely to extend to their CTA classes. So, the question arises, how do we assist this population of students, and more specifically, Black female students who fall into this population? Well, I propose a culturally relevant and responsive teaching approach delivered through a Black girls' literacies framework by way of a literary society. This intervention has the potential to be a transformative response to the needs of Black girls. Participation in a literary society aims to educate, empower, and extend opportunities for criticality in literacy preparation. Reading strategies are taught in literary societies, and participants can experience connectivity with fellow peer participants. All of these are positive responses to the needs of Black girls. Today, Black girls face suspension rates 6 times higher than white female counterparts. This is true in the district I work in as well. They are also 3 times more likely to attend schools that do not offer college prep courses, and more likely to be enrolled in schools impacted by the pipeline to prison, as well as intellectual and academic violence. When studying Black girls, there is also a need for a shift in the narrative of who they are and what they are capable of. This heightens the need for culturally responsive teaching, mentoring, and disciplinary literacy support to aid in their identity development, to get college and career ready, which is the goal of CTAE. There is a lack of CTAE, focused Black girls' literacies, studies that center Black girlhood research from a strength perspective versus deficit thinking. Also, there's a lack of student perceptions of experiences within CTAE. I am proposing a qualitative transcendental phenomenology study that answers the following research questions. 1. What are Black girls' lived experiences from engagement in a literary society? 2. How do Black girls perceive the impact of their engagement in the literary society on their educational pursuits? Identity, skills, criticality, intellect, and joy. As a researcher, I will acknowledge my potential biases and use Mustaka's approach to transcendental phenomenology to prevent biases from influencing the research process and data analysis. I will also practice reflexivity throughout the research process by keeping reflective journals and memos. The research setting will be the business lab area in the CTAE office. The literary society designed to support Black girls' literacy development will take place over 6 weeks. Participants will be chosen based on their involvement in their CTAE pathway and self-identification as needing help with literacy. All participants will be 10th through 12th grade students because the research site does not accept 9th graders, given the focus on a vulnerable population, Black teen girls. The study will follow the guidelines established by the Institutional Review Board, IRB, to safeguard participants' rights and well-being. I have considered measures to protect the identities of my students and will use pseudonyms chosen by the students. Also, all data will be stored on an external hard drive to protect the data collection, including interview transcripts. During the data collection process, I will conduct the following interviews. Semi-structured interviews will be conducted to gather in-depth information about the participants' experiences with the literary society and its impact on their literacy identities in college and career readiness. Focus groups will provide a platform for participants to discuss their experiences collectively, allowing for the exploration of shared and divergent experiences, lived experiences. Participants' observations, if needed. I will make notes such as eager, excited, withdrawn, talkative, etc., ensuring that I do not assume but record what I observe, for example. If observed, I will make a note stating the students raised their hands to engage in the conversation 5 times. Being specific. To ensure the trustworthiness and credibility of the study, I created a list of procedures that will be implemented. Triangulation. Using multiple data sources, interviews, focus groups, observations when necessary to cross-check and validate research findings. Member checking. My participants will be invited to review and provide feedback on the findings to ensure accuracy and authenticity. Peer debriefing. Engaging with participants to review and discuss the data and interpretations to uncover potential biases and enhance credibility. Prolonged engagement. I will spend adequate time in the research setting to build trust, understand the context, and gather comprehensive data. The audit trail. Maintaining detailed documentation of the research process, including decisions made, noting these changes in my reflective journal to provide transparency and allow others to follow the study's progression. Overall, I am excited to capture the nuanced perspectives of participants and produce a trustworthy and credible research study. By employing a transcendental phenomenological approach and adhering to rigorous ethical standards, my study aims to deeply understand how Black girls' literacies support the empowerment of literacy identities and college career readiness for students in CTAE programs who participate in a literary society. The findings will contribute to the body of knowledge on culturally responsive education, Black girls' literacies, CTAE, and educational transcendental phenomenology, and offer practical insights for educators and policymakers.